What's going on, YouTube? It is Harry back and kind of crazy. 1 year. Today is 1 year of me being on testosterone. Where has time gone? So crazy. So, I thought for this, I'll throw up a lot of pictures probably throughout, but I thought for this one we'd do kind of a physical transformations, and then I'm going to do another one that's more the emotional side of things and the other stuff. I know a lot of people come and they want to see the physical things, and physically I think testosterone has done wonderful things for me, and I cannot complain. But there's been so much else that has gone on, so that deserves its own special video. So let's get started. Head to toe. So hair. Hair, I think I'm grayer, but that has nothing to do with testosterone. Otherwise, people talk about like a texture change. I guess I haven't really noticed that, I'm not gonna lie. But I will say, so if I do this, I'm pretty sure that my hair has receded back. I can't tell at this point if it is because of, male pattern baldness or because of just male pattern hairline. I'm not sure. I'm a little concerned it's the former, not the latter, but we're going to find out in time. But yes, hair has gone back a little bit. But otherwise, not too bad. I do notice sometimes I think that like this is also, like the top is maybe gone back a little bit or thinning here. Once again, I don't know. Time is the only way to tell. So, hair, good. Eyebrows, obviously thicker than when I first started. Not like overtly thick now, which is good, but thick enough. I don't feel like facial structure, like my nose hasn't really changed or anything. Would my jaw maybe be more pronounced? I don't know. I really don't. Like, it's definitely, I think, a different shape. Like, if I look at older pictures, it was definitely softer then and, like, seemed a little bit, smaller, but I don't know. I don't know if that's just because I've aged or because of testosterone. Neck size, definitely gotten thicker. It's starting to get a little bit more defined though now, which is nice. And I obviously need to point out hair, getting some lovely facial hair. And it's weird, like seeing myself now, it feels so right, but then it's also kind of like, who's that guy? Like, who is that person with, facial hair? That's me. And I have shaved a couple of times in the past, even a couple of months, just for various reasons. And so I have shaved, and it's still different. I'm still gendered male almost all the time. I haven't been gendered female at all since I've moved in the last couple of months anyway. So even without facial hair, but the facial hair makes it feel nice. It feels a little bit more comfortable. Here, I am getting a lot more hair than like even 10 months. So there is more. It's just very light. But there's some that are pretty long, but it's very light. Like in here, the front of the chin, and here, there's a lot of like blonde or maybe gray. I don't know what it is. So I'm hoping, obviously in time, it's going to start connecting and growing. But I can't complain for the amount of hair that I have. It wasn't something that I started out thinking that I really wanted. I was a little concerned about it. Like I was like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. But going, on, like I do really like it. I think it just, I like the way I feel with it. I think it makes me look a little bit more masculine, but it just connects more with what I think I always wanted myself to look like, if that makes sense. So, hair, there's that. Acne is sort of trying to go away, possibly. I'm gonna knock on wood. I have been using some different gels, like in creams and stuff, and I think that is helping. I can't tell if it's because of that or because it's also I've just had this enough in my body and pumping through my body now that it's starting to go away. I really don't know. I wish it would go away quicker, but it is better than it was even just a month ago. So I'm very thankful for that. We'll see how it progresses. In terms of acne, also, at the very beginning I had some on my chest. That has since gone away. I do definitely have some on my back. I don't necessarily know how to get rid of that either. That's a little bit hard because it's not like, I'm applying lotion or something to my back all the time. I'm not doing that. So working our way down in terms of arms and shoulders. So definitely a lot more shoulders than I have ever had. And my arms are getting way more thicker than they ever have. I'll throw up a couple of pictures. I was really surprised. working out a bit, and I'm starting to see definition in my arms, which has never happened. Yes, there's a fair amount of fat, but yes, there's also definition. In terms of hair, so hair, it's starting to work its way. It is now up here more. It was never really up here. You can see clearly defined ones. And then it used to never really be on this side of my arm. Now it's there. And then it is working its way up. It is nice all the way up, even into my shoulders. Yeah, I'm sure I have back hair. I haven't really looked, if I'm being honest. I'm a little concerned about that. But yeah, there's plenty of hair on my arms and the top of my arms. Used to really kind of stop at the elbow. Now it's up. Chest, there's also a fair amount of hair on the chest and the stomach. It's not a lot, as much on the chest, more on the stomach. And honestly, that really hasn't changed a lot since probably month 6 or 7 or so. Like, I don't feel like that's changed. It's still there, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not like curly or anything. It's not super long. It's just kind of long, straight black hairs that are just a fair amount of them, and they're kind of soft. They're not, I don't know, it's not like facial hair. It's interesting in that regard. But yeah, fair amount of hair. And obviously hair on my legs. It's all the way over. I will say that I've noticed that there's more bald spots in certain places, like either wear like socks rubber or wear like my pants rubber or something, but like overall there's more, and I'll try to throw up some pictures of that. And there's some hair on my feet, there's that. In terms of fat redistribution, I think that that has happened. There has been some. Things are just perpetually fitting differently every like couple of months. It just feels different, and they fit different. And I'm like, oh, okay, this used to fit that way, or this used to be big on me, and now it's small, or this is small and used to be small, now it's big. And it's just in different spots. So yeah, definitely, I think like my arms and stuff have gotten bigger, but like the fat is less, so it's just fitting differently. And then like my hips, similar thing. Like I always kind of had more in my stomach, more fat in my stomach area than anything, and I don't think that's changed at all. But it hasn't like gotten worse. I mean, in terms of weight, I'm probably about 30 pounds less than I was like November of 2019, so a little over a year ago. In terms of like this exact date, I'm probably only about 10 pounds down. So yeah, I went on testosterone. A lot of people gain weight. I actually lost weight, but I gained so much muscle. And obviously with coronavirus, I haven't been to the gym to know like what I'm benching or anything. But yeah, I definitely gained a lot of muscle. Even on my legs, yeah, like I have some fat like in my inner thighs, but in general, I mean, they were already pretty muscular, and now they're just even more defined. So that is really, really, really like happy. I cannot complain about that at all. Yeah, I get gendered as male 99% of the time. The only time I'm really gendered female is if the person like happens to catch my legal name, because I still haven't changed it. It's in the works though. If they catch my legal name, then they kind of start calling me that, and I got like a couple of ma'ams on the phone because of that. But it's still weird in that regard, because I'm like, yeah, you see me, right? Though they don't see me on the phone, but yeah. Obviously, voice, we should do that. So this is my voice one day on testosterone. Hey y'all, this is Harry, and this is my voice 3 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Harry, and this is my voice a little over 5 months on testosterone. Hello, this is Harry, and this is my voice 6 months on testosterone. This is my voice 10 months on testosterone. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Harry, and this is my voice 1 year on testosterone. So, even in the last month, I feel like there's been more resonance. It's gotten more comfortable, and it sits a little lower at times. I notice at the end of the day when I have a lot more muscle, I'm more tense, my voice is higher. And if I get excited, my voice gets higher. So it is definitely, like, it sits a little bit lower, obviously, but there's also still getting comfortable with it. Because when you think about it, yeah, I'm a year on testosterone, but, like, my voice didn't really start changing until, like, what, month 3 or 4? So it hasn't been a full year of that, even, of muscle or voice change. So that's where we're at in terms of physical. All the cool, groovy things, you know. I have a fair amount of muscle. I have a fair amount of facial hair. My voice has changed, and I kind of just look like a guy. That's where I'm at. It's cool. No complaints. Um, I'm happier than I've ever been. I'm living in my most, truest and authentic life. And emotionally wise, we'll get into some of that stuff in a different video. I mean, it's kind of crazy when I, look at the fact that I've moved to a different state. These people really only know me as Harry, and I still haven't told my family, officially at least, and I haven't told a fair amount of friends and family. I didn't do that Facebook blast, but I'm also very authentically me. It's a weird juxtaposition of life, and so yeah, that's where I'm at. I have no complaints, but it's unique. So stay tuned for the next update of emotions in terms of the next following ones. I mean, and aside from that, I mean, there's always changes and there's always like different perspectives in the emotional side of it, and obviously physical stuff still continues to change, but the large amount of change has kind of already happened to an extent. Yeah, that's where we're at. 1 year on testosterone today. Pretty stoked. Go ahead, give my channel a like. You can see the updates on the next things, and I kind of hope to get a little bit more emotional and even more regularity of posting. Check out my Instagram. I've been trying to post a little bit more on there, but what a journey it has been. 1 year. Talk to you later, guys.